For your benefit, here's a brief, animated history of Canadian film, which starts in 1897. A Manitoba farmer named James Freer produces Canada's first movies about quiet life on the prairies.
That is some good-looking tall grass.
But it wasn't until a major world event that production really started to boom.
We need some newsreels.
And a few years later, the opening of our first Canadian-owned theater chain, which started to see some big profits.
Yay, profits! Yay!
But the big Hollywood studios weren't so happy about being cut out, so they moved in. There were reports of theater owners having their knees broken, stink bomb attacks, and some theaters were even burned to the ground. But then came the second edition of a major world event.
We need propaganda films.
Which led to the creation of the NFB, which acted like a film school. Soon after, these students wanted to make feature films, but the government had another idea and made a deal with the Hollywood studios, who agreed to make random and obscure references to Canada in American films. Which led to 20 years of pretty much no production in Canada. Until the 60s, when young directors, especially the French, took advantage of cheap 16mm cameras. Low-budget movies started popping up all over the country. But there was still no sustainable industry, so the government created a federal movie fund and 100% tax shelter for anyone who would invest in a movie. And production rocketed. But it attracted more people interested in making high fees than quality films. And most of the movies were never released. But it gave a lot of people a place to start. And regional film cooperatives started to pop up all across the country. It was the beginning of a real industry, which would continue to grow and expand over the course of the next 30 years. But there seems to be a lot of debate as to where the industry's headed next.
We can do better bigger budget films. Films are great. More comedy. Great. You should have picked another career.
So if I'm going to figure out what's next, I've got a lot more work to do.